Hello, welcome back everybody to part 3. In part 3 we're going to need some type of plastic wrap available. So when you get your plastic wrap, you're going to open it, you're going to take out a sheet and tear out a sheet that's about as big as your sketchbook piece of paper. Take it and move it to the side. And like before, we're going to start with a wash, a multicolor wash you're going to need for this technique. And this technique is really fun as well. But again, like our previous one, it's going to take us a little bit of time to see the results. And again, if you rush this technique, it's not going to work. It's just all the paint's going to go back and float back together, and you will have just a really basic wash that we started with on our very first technique. But if you're patient, you let the saran wrap work, the paper dry, you're going to see some really cool techniques. For this, I really recommend you using something that's a very contrasting color. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to use green, and I'm going to drop some green on here, and I'm going to use a red on top of here because I know red and green are complementary. They contrast really well. But before I do that, I want to really get some paint down here. And for this one, we have to have the surface what we would call flowing, okay? That doesn't mean we have a lake and it's dripping all over the place. That is just flowing. That's not real dry because we need there to be paint on the surface, okay? So I've got my green base there. I'm going to rinse out my brush. I'm going to go to my red here, and I'm going to drop some red down. I don't really care how it goes down here. I'm going to play around. I'm going to move it around a little bit. Again, really trying to create some vibrance, okay? Now I've got my saran wrap. I want to do something here. And again, I can't do it unless I have a sheet big enough. And I want to take it here. I'm going to put it above, and I'm going to like gently let it, and I'm going to scrunch it kind of together like this. You see I'm scrunching it here? I'm not pulling it tight across there. I'm scrunching it. And when you scrunch it, you're going to get this neat like icy feel to it here, okay? And that's what we want. We want that look to take place on here. I don't want you to spread it real tight and pull it because that's not going to do anything for us. And then we're going to take it here and we're going to let this sit. We want the paint to completely dry. We want the paper to completely dry before we even attempt to pull off this saran wrap. Okay? Again, with the power of technology and video, I'm going to show you what happens when we're patient and we let it off. So here we go. We're going to pull this off, and bam, look at that. We've got a pretty cool icy type of scape here, like surface, and we got some neat designs happening here. And this is what I want for you, and we want this to happen. I did another one with some brown and some blue. Again, got some really neat organic structures here. Honestly, there's no wrong way to do this except for if you pull it tight across there. As long as you're scrunching up there and you got multiple colors, you can try 3 colors. You can even do 1 color, okay? The key is just having enough paint on the surface so that the technique will work. And the biggest part of this technique is patience. Patience, patience, patience. So, again, you want it to look like that. You want to move it to the side, give it a chance to sit, and then you're going to come back and take a look at it later, okay?